Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Oracle Tarot, and this is Capricorn's mid-month Magick and Manifestation check-in for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you would like to get in contact with me, feel free to drop a comment below in the comment section. You can also get in contact with me at the Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there is only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. I would also like to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much, and again, thank you so much. I'd also like to remind everyone to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs for a broader picture of what may be going on. And you can also feel free to check out the beginning of the month readings as well as the full moon and the new moon readings that I also offer here at Oracle Tarot. All right. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Capricorn's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. While there may be moments of silence, while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything you experience within yourself, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading. We are not together in the physical. I am connecting to your energy. And in a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to those. All right. So we have the Nine of Swords, the Moon card, the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and at the bottom we have the Lover's card. So, just to start out, we have these two nines here. So, this is the number of attainment here. So, there is something being attained here. Now, at the beginning of mid-May, you definitely cannot see this. I don't even feel like you see this coming in a lot of ways. But at the beginning of the mid-May, you may be having some restless nights. You're having some worries, and it does, with the Nine of Swords, it does kind of feel like with this, like the whole universe is weighing down on you. I feel like your mind is just kind of a swirl of thoughts while you're trying to sleep here. So, and it has to do with that. Something is a little unclear here. I'm hesitating going the romance reading route, but it is feeling like for most of you that is what this is. So your intuition is kind of telling you something is on the horizon. You can kind of feel this, and you're not sure if this is good, is this bad. So this is giving you some restless nights. You can feel the energy kind of building to something. And because you can't see what it's building to, this is creating this Nine of Swords energy. Because in the past, you have kind of felt this kind of thing in the past, and it has left you in this wounded warrior position of the Nine of Wands. So you are kind of safeguarding, and you're really not wanting the past to repeat itself here. So there's definitely something hidden from your view at this time. And so this may also be creating some insecurities for you. We have the moon card, so do pay attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles, as this can all help you out with the timing of things. You can also utilize these energies to your benefit here. But this is also with the Nine of Wands. This is a test of faith here. You are persevering through this. I don't feel like this is stopping you, but there is some bumps in the road the second half of May for you. But whatever this past situation, I feel like you've learned what you needed to learn to prevent this from happening, whatever that was for you in the past, to keep it from happening again. So already I feel like your lifestyle is already kind of shoring you up in that way so that the past doesn't repeat itself. But this weighs on you. You are worried about this. We have the Eight of Wands. So where there is kind of this like drag in the energy because things are not really seen clearly, it does appear with the Eight of Wands that something happens that causes you to take quick action. You're making movement towards something because you see it. Now, this is also speaking of communication here. So you may be receiving communication that kind of illuminates something for you. It does feel like it is revolving this love connection, this romance, this type of person that is in alignment with you, kind of. I feel there might be some revealing of some feelings here. But there is kind of this crossroads moment here on your path, and you've been kind of on this path where you're not able to see what you're wanting to see clearly. And this communication kind of shines this light on this other path that you never saw, that is just very close to the path that you have been on. And it is leading up to this, what feels like this harmonious type of connection here. So we will get a little bit more information. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Capricorn's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. All right. Page of Pentacles. So we have the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Strength card, and the Magician card. All right, with the Page of Pentacles, there are definitely some opportunities coming in for you. So for some of you, this is a love opportunity. For others of you, this is a job or a work environment that's more in harmony with what you're trying to do. Or for some of you still, this is both of those things. And you will have to look at your own story and figure out what applies to you. But you have manifested these things into motion, and it does appear that with this communication, things begin to manifest quickly. We have the Ten of Wands, so this is marking this kind of completion of this energy, which is a sigh of relief, I feel like, for you. And this is also, the Ten of Wands is speaking about hard work, but the completion of this hard work, of this hard cycle, of whatever you are not wanting to repeat itself. It's saying the cycle of all that is coming to an end. And again, there's kind of this coming home kind of energy here. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Four of Wands here before too long. And we have the Strength card. So it is kind of this end of this kind of Nine of Wands type of energy, or Nine of Wands, but a Nine of Swords type of energy is the ending of that and the beginning of this strength kind of energy. This is where you're kind of moving into. I feel like this is kind of in June. You are embracing that inner strength here. part of it comes from the confidence of whatever this is for you, whatever this communication and whatever this is that is in alignment with you. So you are moving into this strength, like I said, this confidence, this more belief in yourself, finding the evidence in your life that you do actually, in fact, have this influence and persuasion over your reality to various degrees, of course. But you are kind of stepping into your power in that way. And in some ways kind of flexing it, I feel like, as we move into summer. And we have the Magician card at the bottom. So this is doing just that, flexing that manifestation skill, flexing that power that you have within you. And that whether this be job, romance, or both, this causes you to take inspired action in a lot of different areas of your life. So do be prepared to be inspired as we move into June. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Capricorn's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. 3 cards, please. Thank you. Ace of Wands. Prince of Discs. 1 more, please. All right. All right, we have the Ace of Wands, the Prince of Discs, the Hierophant, the Adjustment card, and the Queen of Cups. At the bottom, we have the Princess of Swords. So with the Ace of Wands, like I said earlier, this inspiration that is kind of blooming for you at the end of May, beginning of June, and this is sparking off this kind of period of growth for you. And I feel like this growth kind of extends until at least until the end of summer, and at least from this particular alignment. And we have the Prince of Discs here. So you're definitely riding into your abundance here. But there is this unsureness initially in May, and I feel like you kind of switch that. It's like these different aspects of the Prince here, where it's almost this feeling of not ready to being almost overly ready, overly eager. And I don't feel like that is bad for you in June. I feel like that's right where you're supposed to be. We have the Hierophant card, so this is marking a level up for you. Whatever this is for you, whether it be job or romance, this is a level up for you. I feel like you're doing a lot of learning during this time, whether you are learning another person or you're learning about this new job. You're taking in a lot of information at this time. You may also be seeking counsel from family members, friends, if this is a business situation, other people who have worked in a similar vocation or at a certain job like that. And do know that the spirits are coming in and really giving you and all of us guidance all the time. But it is important to tune in to these things with your intuition here. And here we have the adjustment card. So, and this is essentially the Justice card. So there is this balance that you are coming into as we move forward. Also, something that resonates more with the truth of your heart. A lot of the signs have been getting that type of message of following this truth of your heart. But there is change coming in for you, and it does kind of feel like the change is spurred on rather quickly. And so this is, like the card says, this is going to be an adjustment. This is going to take some acclimation here, and I feel like that's what the second half of, or at least that's what the first 2 weeks of June are for you, is acclimating to this adjustment that I feel like takes place at the end of May. And I feel like it is a really positive adjustment, though. We have the Queen of Cups here. So, moving forward, you're definitely in the flow. You're feeling emotionally balanced, but there is an exuberance of emotion as you move forward. There's something very much tied into, for some of you, spiritual aspects concerning these messages and how this aligns and what you've set into motion with manifestation. I do feel like that is for some of you here. We have the Princess of Swords. So, in the second half of May, with these energies, there's some anxiety, there's some worry, there's some things that you may not be able to see clearly. There may be some, there's some shadows bubbling to the surface here, because you can feel this energy kind of bubbling here. And the Princess of Swords is kind of asking you to stay on top of your emotional state as best as you can. And what it's really calling to is stay on top of a reactionary response to what you would interpretate as negative stimuli. Because it's important to stay centered, and with some of this heavy energy, you may be a little bit sharper with your word at this time. You may be a little bit more shorter fused at this time. So it's saying, do be mindful that this is the case at this time, and try not to be too reactionary at this time. And I know nobody wants to hear something like that, but that's what it is. All right, please please give us 3 cards for what is on Capricorn's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. Thank you. All right. The Queen of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles. One more, please. One more card, please. Thank you. All right. Like I said, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles. We have the Magician card again. At the bottom, we have the 2 of Pentacles. So with the Queen of Pentacles, And I feel like this is kind of you moving forward. You become very focused in your energy. And again, whether this be a job or romance or both, you become very focused. You're nurturing this thing or these things, whatever the storyline is for you. Um, and you're very much focused on what the universe is delivering you at this time, because it is, like I said, it's a real sigh of relief here. And we have the Lovers card here, and on the Queen of Pentacles we have what looks like two lovers walking together here. So this is kind of what you're nurturing here. We have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like, again, whether this is business or pleasure, there is this collaboration energy coming in, whether you are working with this new love interest or these are your new fellow employees that you are working with. You are perhaps gaining some friends, gaining some collaborative networks, things like this. This person on this card is painting here, so you may be doing something of a creative nature, but I kind of feel like with this painting, you're realizing that you can kind of paint this portrait of your life. Your life is this painting that you've now realized how to paint this when this kind of comes in. And we have the Magician card, so that very thing. And you really have you have the skills to pay the bills, and I think I just said that to Sagittarius. But there's a question of if you do it the second half of May here. So this communication, again, whether it be romance, pleasure, or both, switches that for you. You begin to move forward very confidently after that. We have the Two of Pentacles here. So there is a choice that is going to be needed to be made. So it really is about the choice of whether or not you are going to commit to these new things that are coming in. I feel for a lot of you, you are nurturing these things. You are prioritizing these new things, and you're becoming adaptable through this adjustment. You are adapting with the adjustments. And on this card, this person is cooking. So there's a lot of creative energy here on the images. So I definitely feel you creating something, cooking something up. This might be a metaphor, but you're definitely working on something, mixing things together and creating this new here. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Capricorn's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. Thank you. We have the Four of Pentacles. All right. And the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Swords. And at the bottom we have the Nine of Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles, at least the second half of May, you're counting your resources. So if this is a job opportunity for a lot of you, this, again, comes as this sigh of relief of like, whew, because you kind of are looking at your storehouses or your resources, and you're like, I don't know if this is enough. So you're kind of consolidating your energies in other areas, I feel like, to kind of make things work for you. And so this new opportunity is going to help that out. We have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is speaking of meditation. So I would say if you don't meditate, you might consider meditating, make it a daily practice, because this will really help out with this energy here and getting it moving through and out here, which is really, you don't want this in there. So there is that. There's also an energy here that with this choice, you are going to want to contemplate it, whether or not you want to or not. I feel like that is what you are doing. Is really giving this a hard thinking through. And after you come out of this, when you receive this information, you may want to give yourself a little R&R, some time to yourself, because this feels like it said, it weighed heavy on you. It feels tiring, is how the feeling is. We have the Four of Swords. So there is some conflict in the energy here, and some of this is you. You're having this internal conflict with yourself. You're also kind of competing with where you feel like you should be in life, or in the bank, or whatever that is. Now, for some of you here, this is conflict either with whatever you are leaving behind. Say you're leaving another job to go to a new job. There may be conflict there in the parting ways here. And also, you're kind of experiencing a glow up here. And a lot of times when we are shining bright, this is when people want to come and create conflict with us, and they want to compete with us, and they want to all of these things. So and it does, like the card is, it does feel like you're turning your back to this conflict, and you're kind of going another direction. And the direction you're going in is the Nine of Pentacles here. So stepping into your abundance, as this person is really relaxed on their porch with their cats, drinking their favorite drink, really basking in the sun here. So this is this abundance of this R&R that is coming for you. But also with the Nine of Pentacles, this is speaking about the feeling of I can do it myself. And so as you kind of step away from whatever this is, you're like, yeah, I can do without that. I can do this myself. You're also receiving these intuitive messages at this time. I would say keep a dream journal. If you're meditating, keep a journal of the messages that come through at that time as well. But the Nine of Pentacles is a card that is really speaking of luxury here. So you are stepping with these new opportunities into a more luxurious type of environment and way of living, this feeling of luxury. All right, let's scooch this a little bit. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Capricorn's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. All right. Hello. 3 cards, please, for Capricorns. Thank you. Cranky. All right. 2 more, please. One more, please. Come on. Cranky. All right. One more, please. One more. Just one more. Okay. One more, please. Otherwise, we'll just leave it at these two, if that's all you want. This is your chance. One more. That's too many, but I will take them. You know that. Okay. All right. Mick the Mayo-mancer. Got some mayo on the mancer here. I have no idea what that means. But you are receiving some messages here, so do be prepared to receive these messages. Intuitively, you feel that something is coming, and I feel like if you look at your dreams, again, keeping a journal of these will really help out. You will notice small clues that the Spirit is trying to tip you off to what is kind of coming your way here. And we have friends. So like I said, you with this new work environment may be acquiring some new friends. I feel like you're also seeking the counsel of your friends, your family members. And for those of you that this is a love interest, I feel like this is not just physical chemistry. This is someone that you could really see yourself being best friends with also. So that is a little bit different kind of a connection. We have fairies of the future. So this is a reminder to stay in the present moment, stay in the now. Remember, be here now. It's a great book by Ram Dass. Check it. So this is a reminder to, again, stay in the present moment and keep moving forward. There's this kind of stall or this stutter in the step here. So keep moving forward, stay in the present moment. And then we have the retriever. That's all I can read on here. So this is kind of an indication that what you feel like you have lost in the past, the Spirit has retrieved that sort of thing for you, and it's retrieve that manifestation for you, and it's bringing it in, what I feel like in this new form here. So what you lost, energetically speaking, is being returned to you. Singer of courage. So with this strength here, and this is how I see you moving into June, with a lot of strength. Like if you could combine the strength card with the magician card, this is kind of you as you move into June here. So with a lot of power, and again, the skills. You got the skills here. So again, having this faith in yourself, having this courage, and this is what I tell my son all the time, that it's okay to be nervous or scared. Being brave is about feeling scared or nervous and doing the thing anyway. That is bravery. It's not getting rid of fear. It's about feeling it and doing the thing anyway. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Capricorn's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. 3 cards, please. One more, please. So we have unfolding, keep going, and create. So we have these cards that are very creative in their nature here. And we get the create card. So do know that we have the unfolding card. So do know that this is an unfolding process. It's like this Nine of Swords, the moon energy of not being able to see where you're going. This is part of the unfolding. This is not the permanent state. This is this in-between state, as like this fern is unfurling. The fern doesn't always look like that. It just looks like that when it's unfurling in this process of change and adjustment here. So do know this is an unfolding. This is temporary energy for you, and to keep going here. This is an unfolding that's leading to your destination. And create here. So, and this has a pen here. So I feel like you must be doing something very creative, whatever you're doing here. And or you are a highly creative individual, and this is how you kind of process these emotions and these states of bliss is through your creative expression. So, and there's a pen here, so I feel like you most likely are doing some creative writing or some drawing, or things like this. Now that is speaking to some of you. That's not going to speak to everyone, but I definitely feel this creative vibe kind of spans for most of the people I'm talking to. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Capricorn's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. How does this translate to the mundane sphere? How does this translate to our everyday life for our Capricorns? 3 cards, please. Thank you. Okay. Let's try that again. 2 more cards, please. Thank you. All right. So we have servant, child, malady. So I feel like you are, wherever you're at, you are performing a lot of service to another individual or a group of people here. We have a child card here, so this may be you taking care of your children, perhaps other people's children. You may be the child and you are taking care of a parent who is dealing with a malady, or perhaps a child with a similar sort of thing, but you are in this heavy service to someone with a malady here. And I feel like this is taking up all of your day-to-day time. All right. Please give us 3 cards for a final parting message for what is on Capricorn's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. 3 cards, please, for a final parting message for our Capricorns. 3 of Cups. High Priestess. One more, please. All right. So we have the 3 of Cups, the High Priestess, the Ten of Wands again, and at the bottom we have the Ace of Pentacles. So we have two aces out here. With the Three of Cups, this is, again, speaking of this collaborative kind of coming together, really coming together with your friends and family, feeling this exuberance, this celebration, this pooling of energy, this leaning on one another type of energy with your friends and family at this time. I feel like is really going to be beneficial for you, especially in the second part of May here. We have the High Priestess, so there is a lot of things that are going to be revealed to you as this story unfolds for you here. It's just, now, I feel like you are, again, relying heavily on your intuition. I feel that you are doing a lot of shadow work and trying to integrate and clear these shadows out of your subconscious at this time. And for those of you that this is of a spiritual nature, you are delving into these spiritual literature at this time. I feel like that might be for a lot of you, actually. And with these new opportunities coming for you, there are going to be some new talents that bubble to the surface of things that you never knew you could do, or that you would be interested in doing. And we have the Ten of Wands again. So again, this is this completion of this hard work that you have been doing. And it's like now you can finally come home and kick your feet up and really, again, take this sigh of relief and truly relax. At the bottom, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So you are receiving what you need to get you beyond the hedge of this garden, beyond this garden gate here, which... It is this energy that is this garden that you are kind of confined in. Whatever this past situation, it's like you can't see how to get out of it, whatever perhaps it is a level of this service. But you are receiving what you need from the divine to get you beyond this garden and into your destiny here with these opportunities coming in. We have the two of Wands. So moving forward, you do have the world in the palm of your hands. I feel like with these opportunities, you could do just about anything that you would want to do. But you are doing a lot of planning and learning, again, whatever this may be. But this time is really for planning as you kind of adjust to the adjustment in your life here. So this does come with a sting to it. Something that is being left in the past hurts to let go of. There is some emotional pain tied up into that, whatever that may be for you. A lot of wands here. We have the Three of Wands. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Three of Swords, and then the Three of Wands here. So it's like three threes. So the three is the number of creativity. So again, there's a lot of creative juice in the energy for you. And with the Three of Wands, like have been saying, you are getting these glimpses of the future here. You are kind of getting this foresight into the future. And again, you can feel this energy building. It's like you can see this ship way out and it's slowly coming to port, and you can see it, and finally it's at port. And so this is how you feel with the energy. It's like, oh, and you're like, when is this thing gonna pop? I'm ready. I'm ready to move forward here. And so this is going to give you the energy to expand forward. And you are expanding from this contracted Nine of Wands kind of energy, this protective stance. This, you could almost see this. This person is battle worn here. This is almost a post-traumatic stress response to grip this wand in the way that this person is, because they are, even though the battle is over, they are still ready for battle. They're still in their battle stance. But this is also a reminder of what you've been through has only made you stronger. And yes, you may have been tattered, but you are not torn. And this may have been a hard lesson for you to learn, but you have learned a lot from whatever this is for you. And where you are headed is really something that you have manifested. All right, I think that's a good place to end it. Capricorns, I want to wish you a lot of love and encouragement for mid-May to mid-June. There is a little couple clouds at the beginning of mid-May, but it does feel like it clears up and you head into the sun here. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. Like I said, once again, you are truly most appreciated. And Capricorns, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.